Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of Persuasive Speech. What we're gonna further explore in this video is again persuasive speech. The previous video we have learned about the definition and how to select the persuasive topic, right? And also we learn about the Monroe's motivated sequence, which is a sort of pattern that quite popular when it comes to the call to act persuasive speech. Okay, and today in this video, I will propose persuasive components, which is believed that a good persuasive speech should have. As you can see it right here, universal persuasive components, which means that this sort of pattern can be applied to any kind of persuasive speech, whether you want to persuade your audience to buy something, to do something, or to believe something. And that means that in terms of your final persuasive speech, uh, it can be based on one of these two patterns depending on your topic and your preference. So you have choices to choose whether you want to deliver your persuasive speech in the form of Monroe's motivated sequence or in the form of this universal persuasive components. Okay, you have choices, right? Okay, so just want you to bear in mind that persuasive language is used all the time. Like when you ask friends to lend you some money, ask teacher for a higher grade, let's homework please, or try to convince parents to buy us or to buy you something, right? All of these need persuasive language and skill, okay? Any speech is a persuasive speech if its purpose is to convince others to change their feelings, beliefs, or behavior. Okay, that's pretty much about reviewing your background knowledge about persuasive. So next we'll focus on the universal persuasive components. What are they? Here. Okay. There are six components of the pattern that I call universal persuasive components, starting with the first one, opener building on areas of agreement, statement of persuasive claim, preview of a persuasive point, body, summary, memorable concluding remarks, and transitions. Okay, next let's come a little closer on each component. For the first one, opener building on areas of agreement. As you can see the word building here, okay? It tells you by its name, you have to build your audience emotion, feeling that you understand them. You are on their side. You know what they think or you know what they want. This stage is used for convincing audience to agree with you, and you need to give them a reasons to trust you and to see you, okay, and to see you as a person who thinks as they do. But how? Let's see. You can build the areas of agreement by discussing these things like common goals. Like we all want the same basic things in life. Common problems. We are all concerned about this particular problem. Common experiences. We all know what it is like to, right? Okay. I will let you see some example of the opener building on areas of agreement to make it clearer. Okay. Right here, sample A. The topic is about highway speed limits should be reduced to 50 miles per hour. Okay, let's see the opener building on areas of agreement here. Most of us know people who have had friends or family injured or killed in terrible car accidents on the highways. Certainly, we've all read or heard about these tragedies, in the news. We all want to live long, happy, healthy lives. No one wants to worry about whether they will arrive at their destination safely every time they get in a car. See, let's focus on the green parts right here. Most of us know, we've all read or heard, we all want. You're gonna see that the speaker used the language that has an impact on all the audience to make it arouse their perspective on that topic. Like, oh, yes, wow, yes, I want to live longer, I want to be happy, healthy life, and things like that. Yeah, I already heard about that. Tragedies. Yeah. Mm. This is what the open up building on areas of agreement work in their in your audience mind. Okay, things like that. Let's see another example here. Example B. Capital punishment should be legal. Capital punishment means the death penalty. Okay. Let's see. The agreement is, I'm sure everyone here is concerned about crime in our community. Many of us know that it isn't always safe to go out alone at night or even to walk through a dark parking lot to get to our car. All of us, all of us, see, all of us want to feel safe in our homes, in our cars, and on the streets. We would all like to see the amount of crime reduced. Again, see the green part, the green one right here, right? It's like you go sit in all of your audience mind and soul. I'm sure everyone here is concerned about crime. Things like that. We would all like, all of us, many of us. So when the audience listen to this part, it can help them interest and start to think about what you're gonna motivate them, what you're gonna tell them. It's very important, I would say, when you prepare your script. So I recommend you to take some times on this part to make it perfect and make it impact to your audience the most. Okay, so next, talking about the second component, statement of persuasive claim. After showing your audience that you are a sensible person who shares their values and beliefs, you should clearly state your persuasive claim. Persuasive claim is something like what you're gonna propose in your speech. What do you want your audience to listen or to agree with you? Okay, let's take a look at the example right here. This is a persuasive claim of the two samples that I mentioned in the previous slide. Okay, the maximum speed limit on US highways should be 50 miles per hour. Easy. Capital punishment should be legal nationwide. Just show them what you want to propose, what you want to motivate them. Okay, got it? Next, moving on to the third component, preview of persuasive points. All you need to do in this step is to let your audience know your persuasive main points. In other words, the persuasive points are the main arguments that you will present to persuade your audience to do the thing that you want them to do. It is the argument that support your topic. Well, normally only 3 to 5 main points are recommended. Okay, let's take a look at the sample of the persuasive points. Okay, here. Donate blood to a hospital blood bank. Here's the topic. Okay. I hope to persuade you to donate blood to a hospital blood bank for several reasons. This is the persuasive points. The first one, blood donation saves lives. The second point is blood donation is perfectly safe and painless. And the third point is it is very convenient. Okay, All of these are the 3 persuasive points that you just preview them to the audience. Don't tell the supporting details yet in this stage, okay? Okay, moving on to the next example. Casino gambling should be legal in Los Angeles. Okay. There are 3 important reasons why we should support casino gambling in our city. Okay, let's see the persuasive points. The first one, the creation of new jobs will reduce unemployment. The second point is a proposed sales tax increase will not be necessary. And the third one, the city will have more funds to improve public facilities. Okay, these are also 3 persuasive points that the speaker will propose to persuade the audience to believe in the casino gambling that should be legal in LA. Okay, that's about the persuasive points. The next one is the body. Once you preview the persuasive points, so now it's time to give them a lecture. Yeah. Just present them the evidence that will convince your audience to agree with you. The evidence should be based on your persuasive points that you just proposed. And the key points of the body is interesting, important, and relevant to the audience. Okay, but in terms of the relevance of the audience, do you still remember the important things that I just told you in the storytelling video clip? Is that you need to make it link or relevant to your audience, and it's something with the content in the body part. You should bear in mind that the relevance is the key to success in the persuasive speech as well. Okay, it's the same thing, I would say. Try to make it relevant to your audience, and it will be much more easier to persuade your audience if it's relevant to the background, to the audience. Okay, next, the summary. For the summary, a summary in persuasive speech refers to a summary of the evidence that presented in the body. Easy. You may summarize from the persuasive points and summarize from what you highlight in the body. Okay, let's see some example to make it clearer. Okay, this is a summary of donate blood to a hospital blood bank. Okay, but okay, let me put it in this way. Let me go back to the previous slides that show the preview of the persuasive point so that you can see it clearer right here. Let me go back. Okay, see, donate blood to a hospital blood bank in the preview. Blood donation save life, number 1. The second, blood donation is perfectly safe and painless. And the third one is very convenient. Okay, let's move to the summary right here. Okay, see, it reflects and summarizes the first point, that blood donation save life right here. Number 1, it's rewarding and worthwhile. Think of a dying person whose life might save. Think of the great personal satisfaction you will have. See, it's all reflect the first main point that state about the blood donation save life. Okay, and the second one, it's perfectly safe and painless. Yeah, it also summarizes and reflects the second main point that it's about the safe and painless. Donating blood doesn't hurt a bit. There is no chance of catching any kind of disease. Okay, and the third one, it is very convenient. Okay, absolutely reflect the and summarize the preview the preview section. It is very convenient. See, it will only take a few minutes of your time. Free round trip transportation to the hospital is available. Okay, And that's the sample of the summary. Okay, let's take a look at another example about casino gambling. Okay, but let me just go back to the previous slide that showed the preview of the persuasive points. Again, boop, 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 here. See? These are the 3 persuasive points. The creation of new jobs will reduce unemployment. A proposed sales tax increase will not be necessary about the sales tax. And the city will have more funds to improve public facilities. Okay, 3 points. Let's see what's going on in the summary here. As you can see, there are only 2 points right here. The first one is a proposed sales tax increase will not be necessary. It will keep prices you pay in restaurant lower. It will keep prices you pay in the retail stores lower. It also summarizes and reflects the second point, right, about the sales tax. And the last one, the LA's finance will improve. Okay, it also reflects the third point, right? More money will be available to improve the roads you use. More money will be available to improve the public parks and beaches you enjoy. More money will be available for public schools. See? As you can see that there are 3 persuasive points in this preview stage, right? But here, the speaker summarized only 2 points. If the speaker thinks that they need to summarize and highlight only these 2 points, that's also fine. But personally, I think if you have time, cover them all should be better. Cover them all, like all the 3 points that you just proposed in the previous stage. Just make it summarize. Try to summarize it in the summarize section right here. Should be better. Okay? But if you have no time and you think that it's not necessary, that's also fine as well. Depends on your intention. Okay. Next, the next component is the memorable concluding remarks. Your speech should be memorable and unforgettable. Your concluding remarks should reinforce why audience should change a belief, an opinion, or a behavior. Okay, try to make your audience think about the future and to remind them to take some types of action. Okay, let's see some example here. This is the example about the speaker want to motivate audience to work out. Okay, be the best you can be. Just think in a few short weeks, a beautiful, slender, athletic body can be yours. Heads will turn as you walk down the street. Whoa. So go out and start an exercise program today. Wow, so catchy. You as an audience will memorize and go to the gym right away, right? Okay, try to make it unforgettable. Try to make it memorable for your audience to memorize and take it action after they listen to your speech. Okay, easy, right? So next we come to the last component, the transition. For the transition, or sometimes we call a signpost, we can use these 2 words interchangeably. Okay, transitions or signposts, that also the same. Normally in the universal persuasive components, there are 3 areas that we need transitions. Okay, the first area is after the preview of persuasive points. The second transition is after point number 1, and the last transition is after point number 2. Okay, I'm gonna let you see the actual the example of how the transition should be in the next few slides. Okay, transition in a persuasive speech used for acknowledge your audience reasons for disagreeing with your claims. In other words, you need to pretend to understand your audience in the first sentence, okay? And after that, announce your intention to change your audience mind. In other words, you need to show a new hope, a new things that you proudly to present to them in the second sentence. So um, let me put in this way. When it comes to a transitions, you need to have two sentences. The first sentence is something about you need to acknowledge your audience reasons for disagreeing with your claim or pretend to understand your audience. That's about the first sentence. For the second sentence is you need to show them a new hope, show them the thing that you proudly to present to them. Okay? Let's see the example right here. At least half of you in this audience stated you would not donate blood due to fears about being infected with a disease. See the red sentence right here? This is a sentence that you need to pretend that you understand your audience. You would not donate blood because of your fear about being infected with a disease, right? Okay, I understand. Yeah. Okay, that's the first sentence in the transition. The next one in the green part. I will now prove to you that donating blood is completely safe and this should not be a concern. This is the thing that you need to show a new hope. Show that, oh, you're proudly to present that. Oh, it's now proof. It's okay. It's completely safe. You should not be a concern about this point about the infected with a disease. Things like that. No worry about this. Okay? See? This is the transitions. Okay, let's take a look at the outline of the persuasive speech that use these 7 components of persuasive speech. Okay, this is the speech. The topic is about the acupuncture is the way to go. Okay, let's see. I will show you step by step and in each component, starting with the first component, opener, building on areas of agreement. As I told you, this is the story about motivate. The speaker want to motivate their audience to believe in the acupuncture. Well, acupuncture is a form of alternative medicine that what you call pricking the skin with needles, with little needles to treat patients that quite popular for a long time in China. Okay, that's what we call acupuncture. Okay, let's see the first the first component, opener, building on areas of agreement. You need to build your audience, right? We all know someone who has been sick or in pain. Maybe you or someone you know has had painful surgery or suffers from depression. Often, prescription medicines have side effects and make the patient feel even worse. When we don't feel well, we all like to feel better as quickly as possible. Acupuncture might be the solution. Wow, see? You build your audience. Oh, we all know, blah blah blah. We all like to feel better and things like and this and that. Okay, this is what the opener building on areas of agreement do. Okay. Well, actually, it's a kind of attention getter, I would say, in the compared to the informative speech. It's quite the same, but you need to make it impact to your audience. Okay. Okay. Next. The next component is the statement of persuasive claim. Just tell them what you would like to do. So today, I would like to persuade you to consider acupuncture when you are sick or in pain. That's it. Okay? Next, preview of main persuasive points. Okay, there are many reasons you should consider acupuncture instead of traditional Western medicine. The first one, this is the first persuasive point or the first main point. Acupuncture is a medically proven treatment. The second main point is acupuncture is safe. And the third one is acupuncture effectively treats many conditions. See, normally we propose only three to five, but three is the best number for making in like in the main points. Only three, that's enough. Okay. Next, transition. This is the first transition that we need after the preview stage, right? Many of you might be skeptical about acupuncture because you believe it is an unproven treatment. See, the red one is the sentence that you need to pretend that you understand your audience. Whoa, you might be skeptical about it, right? About its unproven treatment, right? Okay, try to pretend that you all understand your audience. And then in the second sentence, the green one, you will be amazed to learn that acupuncture has been used for thousands of years and is medically respected worldwide. For the second sentence, or in the green one right here, is the sentence that you show that, oh, this is the thing that I'm proudly to present. I'm really sure about this. Listen to me. Because you need to link it to the first point. You're gonna give them a lecture to the first point. Okay, so you link you link your idea, the thing that you proudly to present in the green sentence right here. Has been used for thousands of years and medically respected worldwide. Okay, then come to the body. So this, you're gonna state your evidence, give them a lecture to support the first point. Okay, next, after you finish the first main point, use the transition. Another reason you might avoid acupuncture is that you worry it is not safe. Again, try to pretend to understand them. Oh, you worry about this point, right? It is not safe, right? I understand about this. And then link to the second point that you proudly to present. You will be very pleased to learn that acupuncture is in fact very safe. Okay. Then lecture. Give them a lecture about the second point. State your evidence to support the second point. Blah blah blah. Okay. Then after you finish your second point, okay, the third transition right here. Next, some of you might think that acupuncture is helpful for only a few minor problems. Again, pretend to understand your audience that, oh, you may think that acupuncture is work and it's helpful only a few minor problems. I understand that. And then I now prove to you that acupuncture treats a wide variety of problems and disease. This is the thing that I proudly to present and link it to the third point. Okay? Next, lecture. Lecture them a third point, that acupuncture effectively treats many conditions. Give them a lecture, state your evidence to support, blah blah blah. Okay, that's it. Then, when you finish your third point, moving on to the summary components. So, I hope I have convinced you to consider acupuncture when you are sick or in pain. Remember, acupuncture is a clinically proven and respected medical treatment. It's perfectly safe. And finally, acupuncture treats a wide variety of physical and emotional problems. See, they summarize and reflects all of the three main points, right? Acupuncture is clinically proven and respected medical treatment. The first point, perfectly safe. The second point, and treats wide variety of physical and emotional problem. Reflect the third point. Okay, cover it all. Summarize what you propose in the body, in your what you propose in the body. Okay, that's it. Right. Okay, next, memorable concluding remarks. Make it memorable. Make your speech memorable, unforgettable. Okay? Now, you can throw away those medicines that bother your stomach or make you sleepy. Remember, there is an alternative. The next time you aren't feeling well physically or emotionally, why not kill two birds with one stone? A carpenter can help you with both. Wow, very catchy, memorable, unforgettable. Unforgettable, memorable concluding remarks, right? Okay, and that's it for the persuasive speech based on the universal component persuasive speech. So the choice is yours in terms of your final persuasive speech. You can choose whether you want to deliver your persuasive speech in the form of Monroe's motivated sequence or universal persuasive components. That's fine. Okay, so the next video gonna be the visual aids, how to create and design visual aids that will work effectively with your speech. Okay, and this is the reference, and we'll see each other in the next video. And don't forget to go back to the team and do some assignments. Okay, thank you. We'll see in the next video. Bye.